Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to make a quick update video on the Helltooth Locust Swarm build on the Season 27 PTR for Witch Doctor. I'm going to showcase a slightly different version for speed GRs. 90s are really smooth. You can consistently get under 2-minute clears. 100s with my current Paragon, you can typically do them in like 3 to 4 minutes, something like that. With 12 to 1500 Paragon, I think the build can easily speed farm 100s to 105s in its current form. I wanted to go over a few mechanics after doing some more testing, so quick update from the last video. So Quetzalcoatl is not working with the Locust Swarm from the Gargantuans. Ring of Emptiness is not being applied by the Locust Swarm from the Gargantuans. So I got a feeling that if this is a intended interaction with the Gargantuan damage buffing the Locust Swarm from the Gargs, I kind of doubt Quetzalcoatl is ever going to work. I would hope, though, that Ring of Emptiness does get changed to where you do get that damage buff from the Garg Locust Swarm. Now, you are able to apply the Ring of Emptiness effect from your own Locust Swarm. So you're able to cast Locust Swarm yourself or apply it with Wormwood to get that damage buff still. So a couple changes that I made. I swapped out Quetzalcoatl for Tasker and Theos for the Gargs. And then you have the option of either applying Locust Swarm yourself for Ring of Emptiness or swapping out Ring of Emptiness for either Convention of Elements, Rochelle's Ring of Larceny if you're running Horrify, or Tall Man's Finger. So for this GR build, compared to the T16 build, really all I did is I swapped out Horrify for Sacrifice Provoke the Pack for more damage on elites and champions, swapped out Boon of the Hoarder for Zay's Stone of Vengeance, and then made that Tasker and Theos change, and I'm running Convention of Elements over Ring of Emptiness currently. I tested both Humungoid and Restless Giant runes on Garg a good bit for GRs. I think both are good. Restless Giant is really strong when it's up, but you're not going to have it up the entire rift. Humungoid is a little bit more consistent, and you get the AoE cleave. If you have Restless Giant up on the Rift Guardian there at the end, I mean, it absolutely blasts the Rift Guardian, which is really nice. Mess around with those two runes, decide which one you like better. So here's what's at the top of my wish list for Witch Doctor right now for Season 27. Blizz, if you're listening, buff Gargs. Give them more damage, do what you gotta do. If you need to add another multiplier to an item, go for it. I'd really like to see the cleave just be standard so that we could just run Restless Giants and get the AoE. That'd be really nice. And please, get rid of the Gargantuan cooldown, or at the very least, reduce it considerably. It's not as big of a deal when you're doing speed runs, but man, when you're trying to push with a Garg build, being able to reposition your Gargs at will is really necessary to maximize your damage. And I'd really like to see Sacrifice added to the Helltooth set. That's not a new idea. That's been, floated out there for a long time, but this particular build would be really fun if you're able to run Tall Man's Finger and just have a gigantic nuke on elites and champions and Rift Guardians with Sacrifice. This build is already really fun. I've been having a blast playing it, and you add that to the build to where once you hit a leader champion, you just blow them up in one hit with a gigantic zombie dog sacrifice. It'd be fantastic. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a patch on Tuesday or Thursday of next week, and hopefully Blizzard is listening to the community. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.